What's good, YouTube? It's your boy P Money. So I found a very interesting story about some biker gangs here in Tucson, and also it was Pima County and Yavapai County that I wanted to talk about, and just how Pima County Sheriff's Department, which is again in question with this, and other local or other law enforcement agencies on the federal level as well, it just makes me question a lot of this because it feels like to me that they're handling this so-called big case that's so-called like so dangerous for the entire state. So the eighth and final arrest has been made in the case involving a violent fight between motorcycle gangs. It was 2 weeks ago when the Pima County Sheriff's Department served multiple search and arrest warrants. The warrants were served in Pima and Yavapai County. The eighth person arrested was 41-year-old Robert Crane. U.S. Marshals arrested him in Yavapai County. According to Pima County Sheriff's Department, there was a brawl between rival motorcycle gangs. So just listen to this. Generally, members of motorcycle gangs are considered to be violent. Pima County Sheriff's Department Sergeant Brett Bernstein said. That's excellent insight, Sergeant Bernstein. Excellent insight. Thanks. October 2021, deputies were called to a South Side bar where multiple motorcycle gang members were at. Those in the report: the Huns, the Pagans, the Sons of Odin, and Hell's Angels. 2 people were stabbed and taken to a local hospital. Both survived. After a 7-month investigation, law enforcement raided places in Tucson and Yavapai County. Peter Bacon, Charles Cornett, Douglas Dam, and Richard Vitale were arrested in Tucson and charged with participating in a criminal street gang and to commit aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, dangerous instrument. Once again, when they're dealing with white people, it doesn't matter if they're gang affiliated. It doesn't matter if they're out here killing people. They are always given aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Every time that I've seen lately. And like if they're out here murdering people, this is what they get. Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Now I know that these people survived in this particular incident, but I'm always seeing these people that are shooting at people's little kids and stuff. They're only getting aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's what they keep getting. So I already know that just reading this is BS, that this isn't going to do anything. This is just a slap on the wrist when they should be talking about RICO charges and things of that nature. This is what a RICO case to me. With all this little bit of info that they're giving, it sounds like a RICO case to me, but yet they're only getting charged with aggravated assault, charged with participating in a criminal street gang, and to commit aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's all they're getting. So, Michael Kopke and Robert Crane were arrested in Yavapai County by the U.S. Marshals. Their bonds totaled $125,000. For all 8 people, I'm assuming. Or is it just for these 2? I don't know. I can't say. It doesn't really say. I mean, their bonds totaled $125,000. Does that only mean for those 2? Does that mean for all 8? I don't know. I really can't say. That just sounds very low. And it sounded more, like I said, it sounded like they're just handling these guys with kid gloves. What happened last October was a very violent incident, and the Pima County Sheriff's Department takes these kinds of things very seriously, Bernstein said. We put a lot of effort to solve these cases, and we are today with arrest. And here we are today with arrest. Sheriff Chris Nanos says this case would not have been as successful had it not been for their law enforcement partners, especially during these difficult times when agencies are short-staffed. Everybody pitching in and recognizing this is a violent threat, not just to the Pima County Sheriff's Department, but to the entire valley, he said. In fact, in this case, the entire state. All 8 are scheduled to appear in Superior Court here in Pima on June 14th, which is coming up. So I'll definitely be looking out for this information and seeing what type of charges these guys get. I have a very suspicious, sneaky feeling that this is going to be one of those, slap on the wrist. Don't do it again, guys, because if this was the case, that these gangs, these rival gangs, these 4 motorcycle gangs that clearly are all white people, seeming like a white supremacist biker gang to me, if they're getting all this type of help handled with kid gloves, it just makes me feel like these guys are white supremacists, or suspected white supremacists, I should say, And you're getting handled with kid gloves, and you're over here stabbing people, from rival gangs. Who knows what else they're doing? I mean, they're a gang, right? So they obviously are doing more than just stabbing 2 other rival gang members, But they spend all this time and resource, and this is all they come up with, This is the only type of charges that they could find against them somehow, some way. But if this was a motorcycle gang that they identified that was all black, you already know they would be throwing the book at them. They would be talking about RICO, case, all of that stuff. But for these guys, no. Yeah, we're gonna acknowledge that you're in a gang, but you assaulted 2 guys, So we'll slap a aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, which we know is only a slap on the wrist here, That's what they also slapped Aiden Huggins with, Pima County Sheriff's Department. You know what I'm saying? Aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. That's what he was charged with in his case, which, funny, there's not enough information. There's still not any more information on that case, Still. I'm still waiting, you know what I'm saying? On that case. But, I mean, hey, this is what you do, right? You guys, you handle a little 20-year-old with kid gloves, and then you also handle the 40-year-olds and above with kid gloves, you know what I'm saying? As long as they have that complexion for the protection, But, yeah, man, I've been following this for a while, and everything that I've seen, it's been pissing me off, because I already know that they're not going to do anything to these people, even though they make such statements as these gangs are harmful to the entire state, yet they're only getting 8 people off the streets, you know what I'm saying, acting like those gangs won't do anything else like they're just gonna crumble without these 8 people on their crews, But I don't have too much else on this one. This is your boy P Money. Tell me what you guys think, and I'm off this.